Hey, what's up guys? Massline here, and welcome back to my first video in a while. We will be doing my first 2025 NFL mock draft. I'm going to be doing 4 of them, so this is going to be the January edition. Then I'm going to do February, March, and then my final one will be April, right before the draft. So, as you can see, this is going to be my first video recorded on computer. Hope the quality goes well, and I'm not going to try and yap as much as my last mock draft, but I do like going on tangents, so I'm sorry if I do that at all. But okay, we're going to start right now. So at number 1, oh yeah, no trades. No trades, by the way. Number 1 with the Titans. I mean, I don't think Levis is the guy. Mason Rudolph is not the guy. I mean, you're sitting here at 1. You got to draft a quarterback, really, if you're the Titans. You don't necessarily have to, but I think Cam Ward is a good enough player to be taken in the top 5. Um, it's, I mean, I've heard reports that Cam Ward has been circulating around the facility, like his name. I feel like he can really elevate this Titans offense, which is horrible. Levis is not the guy. He was getting benched. All right. And then Browns. I'm going to take Shedeur Sanders here. Now, my gap between Cam Ward and Shador is kind of big. I, it's just Shador is such a better quarterback compared to the rest of these guys, in my opinion. Um, it's just we're gonna take Shador here. I trust Stefanski to develop Shador. He developed Baker to have a couple good seasons in Cleveland. They just really need a quarterback bad. I saw Browns versus Dolphins in person. DTR looked horrible. Right now, I think they have only DTR and Zappy on their roster. They really need quarterback, and I could see Abdul Carter. I could see Tedero McMillan. I could see Travis Hunter. It's just like they got to take the last decent like first round. The quarterback I have with a first round grade right there too, in my opinion. And 3 with the Giants. I think they would love to go quarterback here, but there's just not really a good one to take at 3. And if you're going to take on a project player like Milrow or Howard or McCord, you do that later. So we're going to take by talent here. In my opinion, Travis Hunter, back to back Colorado players is crazy. But Hunter can play some receiver. I don't think he's going to be playing full both sides of the ball. I think most of us already know that. But he will contribute as in the offense. Just really good with the ball, can get a couple end rounds. I mean, he's a really good route runner, but as a corner, he's also really good. And Giants do need to upgrade that DB room. Deontay Banks has looked up and down. I mean, could always get another guy into that room. It's a really young DB room, but with Travis Hunter, I think Giants fans will like that pick. And then Patriots here. Now I could go Abdul Carter or Tedero McMillan. It could go either way, so I'm fine with either one here. I am gonna go Abdul Carter. Just have a higher grade on him right now than Tedero McMillan. Just a really just like blue chip prospect. If you saw the Notre Dame game, completely beasted that game with like pretty much only one good arm. Just Abdul Carter's tape is insane. Penn State is really good at producing edge players. Patriots really need an upgrade to their whole team. Can't really go wrong here if you're the Patriots. I feel like Abdul Carter is the safest move here. I think Patriots fans would like that. And Jaguars. So I really wanted to go Mason Graham. One of the Michigan guys here. They could go Tedder McMillan. They do need another receiver. But I'm gonna take Will Johnson here. So Travis Hunter, I did pick above Will Johnson, but Will Johnson is, in my opinion, the best, like, like the most complete corner. I should say. Travis Hunter definitely, I would say, more athletic, but Will Johnson definitely has a really good floor. And if you're the Jags, you want to be rebuilding quick, in my opinion, because you still get that. I think you still got the rookie. No, you don't. No, never mind. I was about to say you still got the rookie contract. T. Law. Forgot he's like the third highest paid player in the league. That's crazy. But you still want to rebuild quick. Got Liam Cohen hired in. Got a young team around you. And I think Will Johnson provides you that safe floor. They need some DBs. I'm gonna pick Will Johnson here. So I think another blue chip prospect in my opinion. And then with the Raiders at 6, they would love to go quarterback. Just I'm gonna warn you. There's no other quarterbacks I'm gonna take in round one. There's just not really a good one. If you're gonna take a project, take it later. So with Raiders, I'm gonna be taking Tedero McMillan out of Arizona. Didn't really have the best quarterback play out of Fafita, but still McMillan, such a good player. Um, One of the best receivers I've watched in college on film. I've watched like tape of like the consensus like top two round guys, so I haven't really got to everybody. But from what I've seen from Tedero McMillan, Raiders just need a complete rebuild on that offense. Jacoby Myers, I think, is really good, but other than that, it's kind of a wasteland. They got some good pieces, but Tedero McMillan can be the one for any quarterback they bring in, whether that be Fields or Darnold, or if they keep O'Connell for another season, which would be horrible, but we'll see what they do there. And Jets at 7. This is a really interesting pick. I can see Graham pair him up with Quinnen Williams, but I can see an edge rusher like Pierce. But I'm going to go Kelvin Banks Jr. out of Texas. Play tackle or guard. They need to solidify that O line better. Still getting a lot of pressure taken on Rodgers. It's really hurting that offense. I don't know if they keep Rodgers another year, but as I said again, they can't pick a quarterback here. Just build up that line, whether that be for Travis or somebody in free agency. We'll see what they do, but just get a better offense. And I think Kelvin Banks is a stud. I think he's worthy of a top 10 pick here. Panthers, we are going to go with my boy James Pierce. Super athletic prospect. Some say he had a down year. I didn't really think so. I think Panthers definitely need some talent on the edge rooms. Get some good. You can be. Ugh, sorry for the stutter. That was bad. But you start to build a really good D line room with James Pierce, Derek Brown. Just start to build up that defense because it was really bad last season. It was really bad. They were allowing 30 points like consistently. And you can't have that. You just get some pressure with a solid floor guy like Pierce. And at 9, he's fallen too much. We're going to take Mason Graham out of Michigan, another blue chip prospect, in my opinion. Saints really have nobody on the D line. Like, maybe you have some with Chase Young still, but just take Mason Graham. They haven't really had the best D line picks in recent drafts, so I feel like Mason Graham is a really safe pick for that to counteract that. I think Saints fans would love that, solidify that defense. And with the Bears, we're going to take Will Campbell. Ben Johnson coming in. They're going to want to have to build a similar O line to that Lions had, and that's going to be hard to do. But will be easier if they take a really talented prospect like Will Campbell. He would be what I would want the Dolphins to draft if he fell to them, but I don't think he's gonna fall to us. He's probably gonna be a guard, which is fine because Braxton Jones is okay. Darnell Wright played really good down the stretch for the Bears, and with Ben Johnson trying to get that offense up to par with the Lions, it's gonna be hard to do. It's gonna be take multiple years. Start rebuilding and first round prospects like Will Campbell. I feel like that'd be pretty smart. Niners. So you could take tackle, but I don't feel like there's anybody good to take here, in my opinion. And I think you're just banging on upside here. I think you get that with Michael Williams. Get him on the edge group. Niners defense, I don't want to say they fell off, but they really went downhill this season compared to past seasons. If you pair up somebody alongside Nick Bosa with Michael Williams, who I really like out of Georgia, just really feel like he has a tremendous upside. He's a freak. Get him in the room. I'm sure Shanahan can develop him into something. They do good in developing prospects recently, so I feel like Michael, if you want to take a shot, take him on here in round 1 at pick 11 is fine. 12, this is mocked a bunch. Cowboys fans might be bored, but it's going to be Genty here. Let me turn up that brightness. I mean, you can't really pass on Genty at 12. This is a perfect spot to take him. Best running back in the draft by far. Yeah, don't even have to say it. Almost won the Heisman, but you can pair him up with Dowdle. Um, Genty and Dowdle, I mean, that's a good group. I mean, of course, Dowdle's not the best, but he played pretty good down the stretch, in my opinion. And what's there? Hold up, let me look up their coach they just hired, who I didn't really think was a good hire. It was like, yeah, Brian Braun Schottenheimer. Interesting hire. But with Schottenheimer, I mean, trying to get an offensive coordinator, head coach, get one of the best offense players in the draft, Genti. I feel like that's a good pick. All right, we're here with the Dolphins. My Dolphins. We're going to be taking Malachi Starks out of Georgia. Some say he's a blue chip prospect. I don't really feel like that's the case, but he's still a really good prospect. I mean, there's a reason I'm taking him at 13. We're probably going to lose Javon Holland in free agency. I wouldn't really want to resign him. He didn't play really that good last season. He really fell off down the stretch, and Jordan Poyer played horrible for us. So we really need to upgrade in the DB rooms. I would love to take Trenches here, just don't really feel like there's a good one worth taking. Starks can be the guy for us here. And for Colts, I'm going to be taking Tyler Warren. They really have nobody at tight end. I don't even know who their tight end is right now. It's like I can't think of him. I can't think of of tight end there. I can't think of him. So Tyler Warren, I mean, just a freak athlete. Won the tight end award. I forgot its name. Just play around with the. He can even come in the backfield, pair him up with Richardson, give him a couple handoffs even, like third and short QB sneaks. I like that fit for Indianapolis. And at 15 here, I could go edge rusher, but I also like going corner here for the Falcons. Their pass defense is horrible. We're going to go down here and pick Maxwell Hairston out of Kentucky. I just really like this fit for the Falcons and Hairston. I don't know why he's ranked so low on PFF. I have a first round grade on him from what I've seen. And I feel like Falcons have had a horrible pass defense against receivers. So also they do need edge rushers, but I feel like Falcons, if they draft Harrison there, I feel like they'll like that. And here with the Cardinals, we're going to be taking Luther Burden the third out of Missouri. Horrible year from Brady Cook, their quarterback. I think he threw 9 touchdowns the whole season. So Burden couldn't really produce, but when given the opportunity, fantastic ball catcher. Really good on short passes, and I feel like Cardinals just really need that speed in their offense. They need more weapons for Kyler. Marv was good, but other than that, and McBride, they didn't really have any weapons. Let's make this team better threat in the air with Luther Burden. Feel like that's a good fit. For the Bengals here, I would really want to go defensive player, but we're going to be taking Emeka Egbuka out of Ohio State. I think their plan is they're going to let T. Higgins go. I don't think they can pay the money for that. They can pay their money for defensive players in free agency. But right here, if they want a good, solid talent to replace T. Higgins with, Emeka Egbuka is the guy. Great body control. Great in the slot. I feel like Joe Burrow is going to feast with Egbuka, and that's why they would take him here in round one. Sorry, my voice is dying a little bit. I'm sorry. But yeah, they would take Egbuka here in round one. I feel like that'd be really nice. And Jermaine Burton's not the dude. Just too many off the field problems. Didn't really produce. So I feel like they can move on from that now. So Seahawks at 18. Would love to go line here. And they could go Wyatt Milam, but I'm going to be taking him just a pick later. Spoiler alert. But I really like Kenneth Grant. And if he falls this far, I feel like 18 would be the last pick I would see Grant there. But Grant, just a really tough player, good run stopper. Seahawks just need big bodies on the D line. I feel like that's a fine pick for Seattle. Pair him up with Byron Murphy. So just get a really young, talented core for Mike McDonald going forward. Then 19, I already spoiled it. We're going to go Wyatt Milam out of West Virginia. It says tackle. He's going to play guard. Buccaneers have been doing good drafting like O linemen early last couple seasons with Cody Mock and Graham Barton, and they're gonna keep solidifying this O line with Wyatt and Milam. Just need better bodies on the interior, and Wyatt Milam is gonna probably play guard. So as long as Buccaneers get better in the trenches, build up that line for Bucky and stuff, I feel like that can be good going in the future. Broncos, we are going to be taking Colson Loveland out of Michigan. Didn't really produce that much last season, but it's because the Michigan passing offense was so horrible. He still got like 530 yards, 2 touchdowns. So he's a good receiver and a really good blocker. Broncos really need some better run blocking. And you know how Sean Payton likes his tight ends, so I feel like Loveland would be a good fit here. I feel like he's still a first round talent. Just wasn't really on the best passing offense, but if they want to get a stud tight end into the room, pair up with Nix, make that receiving tandem just a lot more threatening. I feel like Loveland could be good here. I just feel like he's a really balanced tight end. Steelers, they need wide receiver. I feel like there's a wide receiver worth taking here. It's not Matthew Golden. It is his teammate Isaiah Bond. I wish I could have saw more out of Bond, but what I saw off tape was I felt like he had a first round grade for me. I mean, just like really high upside catcher. Just get some more weapons for the future. I don't really have anything else to say there. I think we move on. But I don't know why he's ranked so low. That's what I was about to say. He was like ranked 80. I feel like he should be in the 20s or 30s, and Steelers just really need more wide receivers separate from Pickens. Other than that, they got Van Jefferson. Don't think Roman Wilson's the guy. We'll give him another year, but don't really feel like he has a high ceiling like Bond does anyway. Chargers. See where my boy is here. See here. Yeah, Nick Scourton. Tell me if I'm pronouncing anybody's names wrong in the comments, by the way, because I'm still getting used to saying these names out loud. But Nick Scourton, I mean, just ridiculous athlete. Was like the number one ranked, like top five ranked prospect coming out of high school his year. Feel like he's gonna be round one talent. He played okay. I mean, not okay, but he played okay compared to his expectations. Like people thought he was gonna have like crazy year. He did good, which is why he's around one grade. But Chargers really need to get these trenches. You know, Harbaugh likes the trenches, so we're gonna get Scout in here, get some more pressure, get some more bodies on the D line, other than like just Puna Ford and stuff. So I feel like they'll like that here. You can play him on the interior, and then Packers. They need to draft corner. They got to stop drafting not corner. They've been skipping on corner too much. Siobhan Reveal, I feel like, is a good fit for them. They need a more lanky corner, and Reveal would like that. I know the GM would like that. So we're not going to pass on a corner here. Reveal, he got hurt, but other than that, he was playing really good early in the season. So, voice crack, I'm so sorry. Vikings, we are going to pick a safety here. Where are they? We are going to go Nick Emmanwori. Why is he this low? That is so stupid. Oh my god. We're going to go Nick Emmanwori for the Vikings. Now they're going to lose a bunch of corners in free agency. I would like to pick corner, which is I would probably mock Reveal to them, but there's not really a corner worth taking at 24. But I feel like Emmanwori is worth taking at 24. Really good ball player. I meant to say really good ball skills. I mean, he's also a good ball player, but I meant to say really good ball skills. He was almost my safety one. I have a first round grade on him and Starks. That's why I said Starks wasn't really blue chip. Felt like him and Warwick were kind of the same. But you know, Harrison Smith, getting old. Feel like if they want to keep solidifying this Vikings D with Brian Flores, draft him and Warrior. Feel like that's a good fit. Texans. We are going to go with Derek Harmon out of Oregon. Where is he? The heck is he? What the heck? I feel like he should be. Oh my god, what a low ranking. Derek Harmon out of Oregon. Oregon defense was a lot better than past years, and Harmon played really good, and Texans need some better trenches, in my opinion. Pair that up with Will Anderson, solidify a really good D line, and that's all I really have to say. Rams. They've been doing good drafting linemen, but we're going to get another one here. We're going to get a really good tackle with Ariante Ursary. I think I pronounced that right. Let me know if I pronounced it wrong. Ariante Ursary, just like one of the best, like standalone, just full-on tackles. And I feel like the line is deep in this class, but it kind of drops off a little bit. Donovan Jackson you could take, but other than these, I don't really see anybody worth taking here. So if you're gonna draft line early, do it. If you want to draft line, do it now. Just feel like Rams need more depth on the O line. Ursery's good fit there. Played good down the stretch. Ravens, we are going to be picking JT Tuimoloau out of Ohio State. I'm higher on Tuimoloau than Sawyer. I just feel like he has better traits than Sawyer. Feel like he's a better athlete. But Tuimoloau kind of had a down year compared to the 2023 season. But it doesn't matter. Tuimoloau, um, just Ravens need another pass rusher on that defense. Try to build it up to what it was. But defense is still really good. But Tuimoloau, I feel like that's a good pick there. Lions, we are going to be taking a linebacker, Jalen Walker, out of Georgia. So they just really need better pass rush. Aiden Hutchinson got hurt. He should return back to form. But other than that, they really have nobody pass rushing. I feel like him and Aiden Hutchinson would be a really good duo. I feel like he really fits the Dan Campbell vibe. Just a really tough athlete. We're going to move on from that. And then these next four haven't been decided. By the way, I do have Bills beating the Commanders in the Super Bowl. That's my Super Bowl pick. Hopefully that isn't going to be wrong and like by tomorrow, but might be pretty bad at picking games this year. I have a horrible record. We're going to be picking Walter Nolan for the Commanders. Hold up, let me clear my throat. My voice is dying. All right, I'm back. All right, we're gonna pick Walter Nolan here for the Commanders. Hopefully, Commanders fans aren't annoyed by that because they do have a deep D tackle room. Just need more consistent play, and Walter Nolan's just too good of a player to pass up. I had him ranked at like early 20s. Had to take him eventually before he reached these other teams. Just get him in the building, work with him, and Dan Quinn, really good defensive mind. He's sure to get some out of Walter Nolan. I feel like because he's a really good high floor athlete. Then Bills, we're gonna take Shamar Stewart out of Texas A&M. You can plug him in on the interior. He's listed as an edge, but he can also probably play interior. And they really do need interior defensive line. Even says it here on PFF as one of their needs. We're not drafting a receiver for them first round. That'd be stupid. But Shamar Stewart, not much else to say there, but him and Scourton were a really good part of the D-line for A&M, which made them one of the best defenses in the country last season. That was part of the reason why A&M was one of the best defenses in the country, was because of Stewart and Scourton. So, both of them first round makes sense to me. Then Eagles, we're going to be taking Cameron Williams out of Texas, who played alongside Kellen Banks, who I took earlier. Oh, look, I can pull up stuff. That's cool. Nice. Look, he played horrible in the Michigan game. Played really good Vanderbilt. Nice. Played really good against Vanderbilt. But we're going to be taking Cameron Williams out of Texas. I mean, you got Lane Johnson still on the line. I mean, he's going to be able to coach up Cameron Williams. And Eagles don't really have that many major needs, so preparing for the future is going to be good here. I feel like Cameron Williams is a high upside prospect. Look, I can even look at these. Yeah, look at that. He's a freak body, 6'5", 335. That's good. Frame. Played bad in these games, but it's whatever. Played really good. So I feel like he's consistent enough to take in the first round. And then for the Chiefs, we are going to be taking. So Mr. Irrelevant of the first round is going to be Josh Simmons, tackle out of Ohio State. You got to play him at tackle. Get this off my screen. Okay. Let me full screen this? Oops. But you're going to be playing Josh Simmons at tackle. He's not going to play guard. Got injured last season. I feel like he might have bust potential, but he's just a really high upside player. I'd be worth taking in the late half of the first round. I mean, they're playing Joe Tooney at tackle. They don't really have any good line depth. What is their name? Suamataia, BYU dude. Sua Mataea. Yeah, Kingsley. When he played, he looked horrible. So, yeah, you don't want to be playing. You just need better depth on the line. So I feel like Simmons gives you that, and you could probably start, move Joe Tooney back into the interior, just upgrade that line from Holmes going in the future. I feel like would be the plan for the Chiefs. Keep that offense really consistent. And well, that's about it. I hope you guys liked it. Sorry if I was a little bit rambly. It's because I have no script. I have to constantly be talking to feel like I have to put something in there, but I feel like hopefully I wasn't too annoying. Hopefully I didn't make too many voice cracks or I know my voice is breaking. I'm sorry about that, but hope you guys like my mock draft. It's sure to change after the combine and stuff, and when I look at more games of some of these later round players. But yeah, there's some players I was higher on, like Hairston, like Isaiah Bond and stuff. But hopefully I like these fits. Let me know if I maybe made the wrong positional choice for your team. I'd love to have some feedback from an next draft coming in February. Hope you guys watch that, and that'll be it for Massline. I'm gonna tune out. This is my first one on the PC I've recorded. All right, we'll see you guys.